Hey guys, how you doing? Today is Wednesday, May 22nd, or what I would like to call my birthday eve. My birthday's tomorrow. Gonna be 42. Holy crap. I don't know where all these years have gone by, but anyway. I just got back from my volunteer job. I got to lead the horse today, which is fun. It's like walking a giant dog. So I walked Dusty around the arena. So that was good. And I sold, what did I sell? I sold a clock today on Emu. Where's my list? I sold a clock on Emu. I've made a list of things that I'm selling, and I'm trying to sell some stuff to make some money because Father's Day is coming up, and I want to get my husband well, he's not going to watch this video. I want to get him a new scooter helmet because his helmet is dead. It's all the foam and stuff inside is gone, and it's just not safe anymore. So I would like to get him a helmet, and I don't want him to know about it. So I'm trying to raise some money by selling his things. No, I have a bunch of stuff that's in the garage because I had to go through the garage yesterday because I had to find a little part for the car. Now, I had a bad day yesterday. Well, okay. I had to go get the car inspected because the car is under my name and it's under my birth date, and you have to get your license and registration done by your birth date because they have a big old sticker in your window with, well, mine is May 23rd on it, and if you get stopped, you get in a lot of trouble. So we had to get the car inspected and insured before tomorrow. And so we had to take it to the TCD place, which is like our licensing place, and I had to take it there yesterday, but there's a problem with the car right now. The airbag is screwed up, and the airbag and the door, like when you swing the door open, it doesn't come back. It just keeps swinging. So there's a hinge on there. So we took it to the car dealership last week to get the parts, and the parts aren't on the island, but they're going to get them in, and they're going to cost $780. Ouch. And then, so I had a note from the dealership saying that, yes, the parts are coming, we are going to get it fixed, please pass the car for inspection. So I took it to the inspection place yesterday, and it failed. It failed because I needed a new tire on the back because my tire was dead, and so I had to get a new tire. He said, you need to get that immediately. I'm like, okay, I will get right on that. So I had to go to town, went all the way to town, like half-hour drive from the inspection place, had to go there. Well, no, okay, in the morning, I took my kids to school. Then I had to come all the way back to the inspection place past the house. Then I had to go to town to go get a new tire. They had the tire, but my car was missing the little piece that I always keep in the dash so that the guys can remove the tire. And back in the fall, I had a flat tire. I drove over a screw at some point, and so my husband removed the tire and put on the spare, and the little nut thing that they used to take the tire off, he decided to bring that home, put that in the garage. So I get over there to get the new tire put on, no little thingy. And of course, the garage didn't have a little thingy for my car. So I had to drive all the way back home, tear apart the garage, because I'm looking for a thing that's this big, that's supposed to be in a Ziploc bag in my dash. Have I mentioned it's supposed to stay in the dash? So I started ripping the garage apart. And if you've seen my garage, you know that I still have yet to get that thing back together properly. So I started biffing things out of my garage. My husband came home to help with that because I had placed a phone call to him to come help me find the little thing that he had misplaced. So anyway, I found the thing, and then I had to go all the way back to town to get a $180 tire put on my car. Then I had to go all the way back to the inspection place, and it passed inspection. Thank God. But it's costing me, well, and that, the inspection and the licensing, it goes based on the length of your car. So I think we just paid yesterday $1,800 for that, for the license and insurance. I think. And then we paid about $1,000 last week to get the parts for the car and my new tire. So, needless to say, we're now broke. So, I'm trying to save some money by selling some things that we just don't need. One of the things I have is my husband's power washer. I figure we haven't used it since we lived here. I tried it one day, and I don't know if it's because of the pressure, because we're on a well. I have no idea, but the thing wasn't working properly. So maybe someone around here has magical water, and they can make the thing work. So I'm selling that. I'm selling a garment rack. I'm selling a computer keyboard. Like, I just have a bunch of stuff. So I'm trying to sell some stuff, make some money, and then surprise him with a new helmet for Father's Day. And speaking of the fact that I have no money, remember a couple videos ago when I said I don't like the ads on people's YouTube channels? Well, I was approached yesterday. I was approached yesterday to do some commercials on my guinea pig channel. And I may have to eat my words because they're willing to pay me to have a 5-second ad or whatever on my site. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know if it's going to be on all my videos that I've done on that channel or not. But hey, I'm thinking at this point, if someone's going to give me some money, it's probably like 2 cents or something, but I might have to take them up on it because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have no income. I have no job. I'm not allowed to work in Bermuda. When my husband took the job here, he had to sign a thing saying that I would not seek employment. I was not allowed to work in Florida because we didn't have green cards, and we had started the process to get the green cards, and then we moved here. So that's all wiped out. So if we ever end up back in the States again, we would have to start the process all over again. Now, I haven't worked since the kids were born. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but it's kind of like, I have no kids home with me. They're at school all day. I mean, it's great for the summers. I'm home with them. It's great for after school. They don't have to go anywhere else. So it's good. I like doing it. And I actually, that's why I'm doing my books and stuff. And, you know, I sell things on Etsy and stuff like that. I like working for myself. I like doing that. My dream job would be to work at Pixar or something Disney related. I would love that. I love Disney. I miss it. On the weekend, I was like, okay, I'm just going to get a little boat and row myself down to Florida and go to Disney for the day. I miss it so much. And a friend of mine, she sent me a picture of us. It was me and my 2 friends and then our kids at Disney. We used to go there in the summers and just hang out. We'd go to the water parks and stuff. It was so fun. And we miss it terribly. But the kids were at great ages when we lived there. My youngest one had just turned 4. My oldest one had just turned 7. So, oh my God, it was so cute. They were into the princesses and everything. So, anyway, what else did I want to show you? I still have these sitting next to my desk. All these DVD cases. I forgot to list them on Emu last night. So I'm going to sell them, I guess, because I looked on Amazon and people actually buy empty DVD cases. These are all the ones from the Wii. I put all the Wii games, and then I took all the instruction booklets and just put them in the black cabinet. I will show you guys that black cabinet someday. I have to kind of reorganize it a little bit now that I have all those DVD boxes empty, and I was kind of thinking about doing some kind of organization over here with the DVD boxes, but they're kind of a weird size. Like, they're kind of the size of those green buckets there, so it's not like you can get 2 on a shelf like you can with the CD boxes that I have up on here. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. So I have to list those, sell those off, but I'm enjoying that. That yellow cabinet that you saw in the last video, I have the movies in the top 2 drawers, the Wii in the next drawer, and then I have to still do my music CDs. I just want to show you what my husband and kids bought me for Mother's Day. I thought it was very nice. They had made me cards, a vase. They made some tissue paper flowers. They gave me some balloons, which are still up. You have to see these. My husband and kids did not realize that if you don't order Mother's Day balloons in a timely manner, the island will not have any. So those are my Valentine / Mother's Day balloons. Yeah, there's not enough Mother's Day balloons apparently to go across this whole island. So they were gonna get me like happy retirement or something bizarre. So they got me some Valentine balloons, and like I said, they made me stuff, and then they bought me this ring, which is very nice. It's a sterling silver, and it has the Bermuda pink sand inside. It's by an artist here. Her name is Alexandra Mosier, and I believe that she ships internationally. But this is supposed to represent the boilers, I think they're called, that are in the reefs. And then she has the pink sand, and the sand on the island, it has pink flecks in it. Because of these little sea creatures that we have that apparently when they die and their bodies kind of break up, they're red, I think, and then it makes the sand pink. And then she has like a clear resin. So she said people come in her shop all the time and shake them because they think the sand's going to move, but it's a clear resin that goes on it. So I think it looks like a hidden Mickey myself, but it's my husband and my 2 girls. So I thought that was very nice. And on the Thursday before I did my last video, I had gone out to the craft market and I had bought this. My lace making teacher, her sister actually makes these, and it's tissue paper that has been shellacked, and then she does the beads. It said, oh, there is a hook. Oh, looky. I never knew that was in there. It has a little hook. So I'm going to find a little place of honor to put that. I bought that in memory of my mom for Mother's Day. And yeah, I got that out at the craft market where I do my lace. So the symbol I have for my mom is a red cardinal. And that's why I have red cardinal crafts and that whole thing. So I will explain the cardinal story to you one of these days. And why I have that as a symbol for my mom. A couple things I'm working on. I'll just show you because I'm going to put them on my craft channel, but I figure I'm here, so why not? I'm working on a cross-stitch pattern. I will talk about my cross-stitch on my other channel. This is Hamilton, Bermuda. This is our downtown. So this is my cross-stitch so far. I'm starting to outline the buildings. It doesn't call for that. It did for one of the buildings for this one here, but I'm kind of outlining the other ones because the fabric is like a light blue, but it's turning out the roofs and stuff are white, so they were sort of blending in. So I decided to outline everything. So I'm working on that, and then something else I want to try to learn how to make is amigurumi, which is amigurumi. I don't know how to amigurumi. Yeah. It's Japanese, and it's crocheted little critters. Little piggy down there. I bought this a few years ago in Florida. I have like fluff from yarn everywhere. I bought this a few years ago in Florida, and I just haven't done it yet. I need to get some of the eyes. Now, I ordered some last week. They're coming from Hong Kong, so Lord knows how long that'll take. The eyes they're safety eyes, and they look like this, and they have the little post and then the washer. So then if you made them for kids, they'd be safe for them because they can't pull the eyes out. I did buy some that look something like this in town last week, and I paid for one pair of eyes, I paid $2.25, and then I went out to St. George's to that little green yarn shop that I took you guys to one day. I didn't take you in there, but I showed you what it looked like. And then he sold me 3 pairs for 75 cents. So he sells them for 25 cents each, or a pair. So that was nice. I want to buy these. If anyone out there can tell me where you can get them. They're by Clover. They're the locking little stitch markers. I'm assuming Walmart or someone has them. I want to get some of those. I've tried here. We don't have them. I have these weird little markers. It's almost like a little hook. But they say that these ones work better because they actually lock. So yeah, so I'm going to attempt to make these. Like, look, how cute is she with the little eyelash yarn. So I was showing these to my sister yesterday. She's like, I've always wanted a crochet doll. So I'm going to try to make one and make one for her. I'm going to try these. I'm going to try this style. And then what I'd like to do is kind of make like an old-fashioned kind of doll for her. And then I made these the other day. These are barefoot sandals. Have you seen these? If you're on Pinterest, you've probably seen these. What you do is you put your second toe in them, and they lay on the top of your foot, and then you take the straps and you wrap it around your ankle or wrap them up your leg, kind of like a gladiator kind of thing. So my niece wanted these, and I found the pattern. Oops, goes this way. I found the pattern online, but the lady says it's like a whole copyright thing, so you're not really supposed to share them, sort of thing. Let me find the email. If I can find it here. I saved it to my email. It's a very simple pattern. I made the pair of them in like a half an hour. And the yarn that I've made, which I'll show you while I'm looking here, or the yarn I made, the stuff I used to make them is this. It's Aunt Lydia's crochet thread. It's fashion 3. It's a number 3. And I've used the hook, they say, is a 3.5 millimeter or a 3.75 millimeter, which is crochet hook E4 or D3. And they're so quick to make, and I love the pattern. I actually bought the coral. This is lime, and then this is warm teal. So I bought those 3 colors because I thought maybe the girls would like them, but they don't want them. My daughter's talking about a bracelet that she wants. They don't think they'll wear the barefoot sandals. My oldest daughter commented that sand and everything would get caught in them, so I don't know. The website is gleefulthings.com. This is her site here. I hope she's okay with me showing the site. But that's her thing there, Gleeful Things, and then she has the sandals here, and that's what they look like. So you wear them on your toe like that. But this cotton is very soft. It's very nice. I have the thinner size 10, and I've used it for doilies, but this is really nice and soft when you get them done. And then you do the long straps. Oh, I thought I hit a glass. It's my email. And then I did a little circle at the end of the straps because it matches the center circle. So my niece is happy about that. So I'm going to take those to her. I think we're going to go up to Halifax in July. We're just trying to figure out money-wise because we end up spending so much money when we go up there because we see stores and then we get all excited and we want to shop. Because we only shop when we go to Halifax or if we go off island, and we're not due to go off island this year. So if we go up to Halifax, it would be very nice. But I'm going to take you guys with me. I will show you around Halifax. I think we're just going to be doing a lot of, like, we might go for a picnic. We might go to the beach. You know, just stuff like that. So I will bring you with me. I'm sure my sister and I will attempt scrapbooking again at some point. I'm talking to her yesterday, and she's rearranging her room again. So anyway, so yeah, so tomorrow is my birthday, and my birthday wish, besides, you know, like someone surprising me tomorrow with a trip to Disney, my birthday wish is to have the new Dan Brown book called Inferno. It's based on Dante's poem, Inferno. So I can't wait to read that. It's out in hardcover. So I really, really hope my family got the hint. And I think the fact that I was saying Inferno in every sentence on the weekend and mentioning the bookstore and that it was in hardcover and that it's Dan Brown, I think they might have got the hint. So I really hope I get that. In the meantime, what I've been reading is, I started this yesterday, Island of the Blue Dolphins by Scott Odell. I read this in grade 7. My youngest daughter is now reading it in school. The teacher had put it on the reading list back in the fall and said, don't let the kids read it yet. We're going to read it together in the spring, and it's now that time. So I've been trying to get my kids to read this for a few years now because I really enjoyed it. I read it in grade 7. grade 4 for those guys seems young to be reading this. I don't know, but it won the Newbery Award. I really like it. It's about a girl. Her name is Karana. She's an Indian girl who lives alone for years on the island of the Blue Dolphins. Her family's there at the beginning, but then stuff happens, and then she's alone and she has to survive on the island. I really liked it, and now that my daughter's finally reading it because her teacher's making her read it, she's like, oh, it's really good. I'm like, this is what I've been trying to tell you for years. My youngest one, she loves to, well, both girls love to read, but my youngest one she'll go to the barn and get 6 books and have them read within a week. She loves to read. Her first chapter book she ever read, she was 5, about to turn 6, and it was Kylie the Carnival Fairy. Those fairy books, I don't know who writes them. Let me look it up, just in case you have a child who's looking for a book. Kylie the Carnival Fairy. There's a whole series of those books. It's the Rainbow Magic Special Edition. They're by Scholastic. You'll find them in the Scholastic book orders all the time. So yeah, Kylie the Carnival Fairy. She loved it. There's a whole bunch of rainbow fairies. Ruby. God, it's so hard to see. What's this one? Juliet the Valentine Fairy. Like, there's a whole bunch of fairy books. So yeah, so she's a good reader. She loves to read. And then some of the other ones I'm reading. Sorry, I've got the thing up now. V.C. Andrews. You have to love V.C. Andrews. If you ever read the Flowers in the Attic series, very strange books. There's always a weird, twisted grandmother. These are all the books that she's written. I had all of them, and years ago, before we moved to Florida, I think it was. No, it was before we moved to that last house in Canada. Anyway, I had all the books, and I sold them in a yard sale for like $20. This woman was like jumping up and down in my driveway. She was so excited. So yeah, so this latest one is the Delia series, Delia? Delia? No idea. I've been saying Delia. It's Delia's Crossing was the first one. This is Delia's Heart is the second one, and then there's Delia's Gift. I think there's only 3 in this one. Not totally sure. This one is about a girl from Mexico, and then something happens with her family, and she has to go live with a crazy aunt. It's an aunt this time instead of a crazy grandmother. I'm sure crazy grandmother will show up at some point. They usually do, but I've always loved her books. I started reading those as a teenager. Then I got this from the library the other week, Dean Koontz. It's 77 Shadow Street. It's about a... it's like an old condominium. It was built in the late 1800s, and it was a tycoon's dream home, and then it was converted to condos, and now weird stuff is starting to happen. And every 38 years, I believe it is, in the month of December, there's usually like a death or something in the building. So now it's 38 years later, weird things are starting to happen again. Elevators are plunging, and there's things in the pool, and so it's kind of spooky sort of thing. Another one I have is I read more than one book at a time. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for. This one is called Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. It's about a woman who, her name's Christine, and every morning she wakes up and she forgets who she is and she forgets about her life. But then she's been somehow working with a doctor, but her husband doesn't know about it because I think somehow her husband is involved in the amnesia. And then I've got this one, The Night Circus. The guy at the store talked me into this. I don't know what it is about this book. I love the artwork. I love the fact that it's a freaky circus and stuff's going on. I cannot get into it. I am that far into it, and I cannot... I don't know why. It goes back and forth from 1894 to, like, every chapter it's at a different time, to 1902. It's back in 1886, 1885, 1884. Like, he skips around, and it's about this circus that shows up at night in this town, and then there's 2 magicians that have to sort of square off. But I don't know. I paid $25 at the bookstore for it. I don't know. I don't know why I can't get into it. I don't know if anyone else has had trouble getting into it, but it's making me nuts. So I pick it up every once in a while and I try to give it a go. So yeah, so hopefully I'll have a new book tomorrow. I don't know. But we will see. So, and that's about it. I actually took you guys with me. Oh, I've been talking for 25 minutes. Holy crap. I took you guys with me on a scooter ride on Monday, I think it was, out to Dockyard. But I got home and I looked at the video and I was kind of all over the place. So I'm going to go out there again. I have my lace making tomorrow, so I might take the camera with me. I don't know. I don't want to videotape my teacher. She might not want herself to be videotaped. I can ask her. But I went out there and I was kind of like, ooh, and this and this. And then I did this whole thing about these paintings that are out on the wall out there at Dockyard about all the different ships that come in. And I got home and I had the lens close, like I didn't even, I hadn't pushed the button or something. So it's a complete mess. So I'm going to refilm that and take you guys out there with me. There was a brand new cruise ship in here last week, the Norwegian Breakaway, I believe it's called. It was its maiden voyage from New York. They're due to come back, I think, another 21 times to Bermuda this season. So I might go out there the next time the ship is here and videotape it. Right now there's the Norwegian Dawn and there was the Grandeur of the Seas, Royal Caribbean. It's just a little baby one. But anyway. So yeah, so I will film that at some point and take you guys with me. And that's about it. I will be back with some more videos. I'm doing some stuff on my craft channel. I will show this cross stitch. What I'm trying to do is focus, you know, as I've just showed you 5 books that I'm reading. I'm trying to focus on stuff, and one of those things is my crafts, and I'm trying to pick a project and stick with it because I'm all over the place. And I will get my bathroom video up at some point. I keep promising you. And the very last thing I'm going to mention, because I'm going to add the video here, I did a video the other day of the chickens. And as you hear, silence in my house. They're outside in their chicken coop. They're enjoying it, and they are getting so big. Oh my God. I actually put them out there that weekend that I was sick. My daughter was completely freaked out. They're like, it's gonna rain and they're not gonna like it. They've survived thunder and lightning. They've survived rain out there, and their house is too cute. I actually think Peach, I think I showed you guys Peach, the baby. I think it's a rooster. His tail is kind of like going up and the other one's not so much. So I think I've got a rooster and 2 hens. That can't be good. So we will see as the weeks progress what it actually turns into. But I just saw him walk by and his tail's like kind of going up and over. So we will see. But I will add the little video that I did the other day of their hutch, their coop, whatever you call it. Anyway, we're calling it Swish LA because it's a Canadian chicken restaurant, and I thought that was funny. So anyway, I will stop. I have to go get lunch now, and I will let you go on with your day. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya. Okay, so here's our back deck. And I've got to move my patio table somewhere. It just kind of sits here because the lawn guys were mowing. But here is our chicken coop that we made. We did this by ourselves with no power tools. The kids and I had hammers and some nails and a staple gun, and that was it. So I have it out here under this tree, and here are the chickens. Hi! That's Barry, and that's Peach. Remember little baby Peach? Yeah, Peach isn't little somewhere, and that's Kiwi over there. So we just have some little water things. We have an old kite string tied around here right now because I need to put another hook down at the bottom. Do you guys want to come over for a minute? And then this is my meter stick, my yard stick that I bought a while back, and they were using that as a perch when they were in the guinea pig cage in the house. But this part here was the guinea pig hutch that I had made. If you look at my pet channel, it was a hutch that I made, and then we just repurposed it. And then this is all made out of an old wooden pallet. It was like a pallet and a half. And then we took the palm trees off of the palm, with the palm fronds, whatever you call them, off of the palm tree over there. And I just staple gunned them to the roof. And then back in here, you can see their little house. Hi, hi Beach, hi Beach. And then I made a door in the back. And then they sit on blankets. My daughter puts towels out, and then what she does is she puts them over on the line, and the rain washes them, and then the sun dries them, and then we put them back. Hello, Peach. You guys so big. So they have their food in there, and we made a little piece of wood up in here, and that's their perch for inside. See, they're used to my daughter coming and changing their blankets. So I'll let her do that after school. And then we just put chicken water. Hi, who's that? That's Barry. Hello, Barry. So yeah, this is their little hutch. And I'll let them out. They come out and they wander around. You just gotta be careful because we have cats in the neighborhood. And that's why my husband put this kite tail on here one night, because there was a big old black cat sitting there watching. You guys gonna come out? I can't even get this off. How did they do this? Okay, I gotta put the hook on there later. Hang on. Okay, I was calling it a kite string. It's a kite tail. Run out! Come on! Hey, Barry. Barry's quite skittish. And there's Kiwi. Peach is not interested. You coming down, Peach? Hi! So they like to wander around the yard. And then they go back in. I have a piece of corn there that they were eating yesterday. They like that. So yeah, this is life with chickens. And Fern, I don't know if I was telling you about Fern. Remember the black hen, Fern and Cornelius, and I thought she was gone? She's still there. She had babies. She has 3 little babies. They're back across the street. I think Peach has something that the other 2 want right now. But yeah, so that is our little chicken coop. We've named it Swiss Chalet. So I have to get a sign for that. Swiss Chalet is the name of a chicken restaurant in Canada. I thought that was kind of funny. It's one of our favorite restaurants. So there's the chicks. All right.